We have freedom from disease, protection from hot and cold. That is mastery. Do you prefer to die in misery?
Alright, it's time to be fair about this. I don't think Masters of the Universe Knight's coming back. We might do Master Universe figures, kind of like we do Ninja Turtle figures, but I don't think they need their own theme night anymore. So I was trying to figure out what can I do with Saturday, because I don't want it to be a miscellaneous, because that might be what ends up happening to Comics Night. What I decided to do is I want it to be a theme night. I want it to be a thing where each week we look at a specific line or a character or group of characters and just do a sub-collection review, basically. That's what we did with Slug, and I liked it. I thought it was cool to have an ongoing, mini-series. So we're going to continue that with a specific group from a toy line, and that is we're going to look at all of the character options Cybermen that I own. There's a few more that I don't own and I can't get my hands on, but I have all of the major designs, so I think it's going to be a cool evolution of how the costume and the characters looked over time. So let's get straight into it. From the Doctor Who character options toy line, this is the Cyberman, specifically the first appearance of the Cybermen back when they were kind of a very cheap costume going up against the first and second Doctor. But it is still a very unnerving design, especially when you look at that head, which is probably the reason why they brought it back for the 12th Doctor when Bill became an original Cyberman. For anyone unaware of what the Cybermen are, Earth had a sister planet, but it was knocked out of the solar system, and the humans on it, even though they were highly advanced and a peaceful race, needed to survive. They modified their bodies to become this, a mechanical hive mind devoid of pain, suffering, misery, racism, prejudice. But because they were devoid of those things, they were also devoid of passion, love, emotion. They were trapped forevermore in robotic shells and forced to try to increase the hive mind. The Cybermen are basically the Borg, but whereas the Borg is a communism allegory, the Cybermen are much more a look at how we idolize the idea of a stoicism. But if you were truly stoic, there'd be no reason to live. Taking a closer look, and character options did an amazing job with the sculpting all over this figure, but especially the head sculpt. That's what sells the original Cyberman to me, is just how nightmare fuel that face is, how soulless the eyes are. And then of course they got the big chest computer. It actually makes it kind of hard for the figure to stand, but thankfully they have pretty large feet. And I've always loved the detail that they still had their fleshy human hands. That's extra creepy. I love this guy.